And we're live. Welcome to Songs in the House, episode 14. This is a little thing we've been doing based on Stars in the House, which is basically a series of mini concerts during quarantine, and we've been doing it with our local community.
Yes, all while raising funds for White Plains Hospital, frontline workers, raising money for the doctors and the nurses and the people working there that are working tirelessly with COVID-19 patients. So we appreciate what they're doing. And on every show, we have our very own Bruce Sachs, doctor and musical theater expert that shares fun anecdotes with us. So let's, there he is.
He's in the car.
Yes, we are in the car, almost home.
It's Songs in the Car. We're going to call it this one.
Songs in the car. I kind of feel like, James Corden.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Carpool karaoke.
Yeah. Julie's here. We can sing a few tunes if you like.
Hi, Julie. Yeah, you guys could do a little karaoke. That'd be great. Oh my goodness, that's great. That's great. So you guys are enjoying this beautiful day outside?
Yeah, we tried to make a quick run for dinner, and it just went a little too long. But we're here and looking forward to this wonderful guest you have here.
Yes. We have a really fun special guest tonight. Ben, you want to introduce?
Yeah. She is related to us.
Yeah, she's my sister, your aunt.
Yeah.
Very talented, professional performer.
Mindy Cassle. So let's bring her up.
Yes, and Mindy.
Yes. She comes. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Min.
Hey.
Hey.
There she is.
Where are you going? Bruce is driving away.
He's
We're
doing
doing
carpool
carpool.
karaoke.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is great. This is fun to have you on.
Oh, cool. Is the sound okay? You hear me?
Yeah, the sound is great.
Yeah.
I hear you. Okay, fabulous.
So how's it going? What have you been up to during the quarantine?
Oh, goodness. What have I been up to besides watching movies and looking out the window? Working on projects, working on my company I'm going to launch, a tour company, New York City Entertainment Tours. Sorry for the cheap plug right there. And, I just did a reading for a play I had been in, but this time I got a different part. And it's an award-winning writer, Lenore Skamal, called Bluff. So we just did it literally a few days back, a Zoom reading.
A Zoom reading. How does that work exactly?
Kind of like this.
You see the actor that you're in the scene with?
No, you don't look at them though. That's what's weird. You look at the camera, but that's the challenging part. You have to be in character, obviously, but you're not looking at them like you would on a stage, But that's what a lot of people are doing now to keep creative, because you're not going to be in theater for a while.
It's all Zoom art now.
It's Zoom art,
That's it. That is it.
So how you guys doing?
We're good.
We're good.
We're good. We're excited to have you on.
Yes.
You're one of our biggest fans. You've watched all of our. You're like an avid watcher.
Yeah, I mean, the Mindy Cassle comments list is quite extensive.
Most of the time I'm on your side because I knew that Anyone Can Whistle was the shortest Sondheim show. And I'm yelling at the screen, but of course you can't hear me, so,
Well, I got some tough trivia for you today.
No, they're going to kill me. I mean, if everyone else had this, what the heck are they talking about? I'm just saying, but Bruce gets that.
I think I detected a little bit of difficulty with my Jerry Herman assessment. However,
No, I wasn't saying that. That got misunderstood because you don't know where I was saying it about.
She's a big Jerry Herman fan. She is.
No, I know you love Jerry Herman, but I mean, he did bump out Sunday in the Park with George, which is just not acceptable.
But Lacage I love, but it's not my favorite. So I understand that Sondheim is my head and Jerry's my heart. And so yeah, that was
right.
Answer, right?
I kind of get that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get that though. Yeah.
I get that.
So, would you like to get to your first song?
We should get it rolling.
So you want to just introduce it and then go?
Sure. I found this song very recently by this guy, Cinco Paul. I had never heard it before. I don't think it's from a show. I researched it. It's the guy who I think wrote the Bubble Boy musical that was off Broadway 6 years ago-ish. If some Broadway divas out there maybe are gonna call me on that. And I just happened to see it on YouTube, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to sing that. So
Okay.
it's,
Cool.
you know.
Great. Take it away.
Okay, so just getting my piano tracks, which I have right here.
Okay.
Ta-da.
What's the name of it? What's the name of the song?
Musical Theater Boys.
Bruce, you know that one?
He does it.
Don't know that one.
Okay. Well,
Ding ding. What was that? It wasn't me. Okay.
what is that ding?
That's your tuning note.
If
If
oh,
only.
is it far?
All right.
Yeah, we're pulling in now, so it'll shut off very soon.
I didn't know where to go here.
Just turn it off.
Okay, so
Okay,
should I put it?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Okay.
We're ready.
When I was a little girl, I went to lots of shows. I thrilled when Fanny met Nicky on scene, and Harold Hill sang Lida Rose. So I became a theater geek, took singing and dancing lessons 3 times a week. So when I was cast in my first show, my heart was all aglow. But where was my Sky Masterson? Where was my Lancelot? Where the heck was my Emile Debec? It seemed like all I got were musical theater boys. Musical theater boys. Woohoo! Musical theater boys. Musical theater boys are mostly gay. They're not old gay, but they're pretty much gay, and that's okay. But I want a boy who will take my breath away. Someone like Captain Von Trapp, not someone better than me at both ballet and tap. But I'm surrounded by musical theater boys. Musical theater boys aren't into sports. They'd rather cheer for Stephen Schwartz. It takes all sorts, but I want a boy who won't steal my booty shorts. Someone like Jean Valjean, not someone who wants to put my makeup on. But I'm surrounded by musical theater boys. Why are they all shorter than me and more into Cole Porter than me? Won't they ever learn that I'll never yearn for a boy who's ever sung Rose's Turn? I've had a dream, but musical theater boys are all I've got. But that's just fine. Wait, no, it's not. On second thought, I want a boy whose profile picture isn't his headshot. I guess when it comes down to it, I don't want to do it. I just want to do it. But not with a musical theater boy. I'm surrounded by, confounded by, my loneliness is compounded by musical theater boys. Sing out, Louise.
Oh, that was hysterical.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
Oh my God.
Man, you got some chops.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Sound great.
Coming from you, that's
Fantastic.
mega.
You sound great. That song is hysterical.
I know.
That is so funny. I don't really know it. I may have heard it once or twice. Bruce, you don't know that song?
That one's definitely not, one that I can brag about. That is way out there. That was fabulous, though.
That's a great character song. What a great character song.
Yeah.
So I have lots of fun trivia, but we can start with our first question. We'll start easy. We'll see. We'll get harder as we go. I know Gypsy's one of your favorite shows. So my question is, how many times has it been on Broadway? And do you know who played Rose every time?
I looked at, oh crap. I sort of know this, but I might get it a little off. It's been on Broadway, is it 4 times or 5? Not as much as you think. Not as much as Fiddler, not as much as Guys and Dolls. I know you didn't ask me that. I'm talking out loud. Maybe 4, but I might be wrong. Tyne Daly, Bernadette Peters, Patti LuPone, of course, Ethel Merman. I'm forgetting a big one. No, Carol Channing, but that was, does that count when they take over? No, Carol Channing was one of the revivals. No. Wasn't it?
Yes, you're missing one. It was 5 times.
Only missing one? 5. All right, hang on. That was
5. It's 5.
So I got 4. Okay, there's one more.
Bruce, you know who it is?
Am I thinking Bette Midler?
I'm fresh.
No.
No.
What am I missing here?
Not the one in England. You're not talking about, that's a different thing. What's her name?
No, I'll tell you. 1959 was Ethel. And then 89 was Tyne Daly. 2003 was Bernadette Peters. 2008 was Patti LuPone. And there was somebody that did it in 1974.
Wait, not Betty Buckley. No. She did it on tour. She's doing it on tour now.
Very famous.
Huh.
Not Liza. Wait, what am I to know? Oh shoot, just tell me already. Forget it. Sorry. What is it?
Okay. Angela Lansbury.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that's sort of not as obvious as the others.
Not as obvious. I think. Yeah, I kind of knew that, but she doesn't seem like Mama Rose. So
yeah.
yeah.
So that's that. And also, well, we were talking about, I know we talked about Lacage beating out Sunday in the Park. So let's switch it to my Jerry Herman question for you. So his 2 other big hits, obviously Hello Dolly and Mame. Tell me which one of them, or both or none, one of those won the Tony Award? And if they did, what they beat out, and if they didn't, what they lost to.
Oh God, this is a hard one, and you know how you know something, and then like now I didn't know.
But we know Lacage beat out Sunday in the Park, so we know that. So
Mame beat out something.
Mame. Did either of those win the Tony?
Mame definitely won, but it beat out. Was it Funny Girl?
60, which one did you say? Which one?
No, 66. Funny Girl.
No, what did you just say? Which show you just said beat it out?
Mame is 66. Hold on. Isn't Funny Girl before 66? No, it's not that. It's something really big, though. Oh, my God. It's something really big like that.
You're very close. You're very close.
All the Friends, choice of 3.
Oh. So you're saying, so which one did you say won? Hello, Dolly or Mame? Which one won?
No, Hello, Dolly, I'm pretty sure won. That didn't win.
What did it beat out?
Oh, maybe that's the one that beat out Funny Girl.
Correct.
Oh, okay, so I got it.
Correct.
A little bit of
fudging.
Okay.
Mame. Did Mame win or not?
I thought it did.
Bruce?
I have no idea.
No.
It didn't win?
I don't know either.
Well, Mindy, you're a big Jerry Herman person.
I should know this.
One of your favorite shows. Did it win the Tony or not? Ooh.
I know she won. That's an easy one. And I thought it won. I know there was, in those years in the 60s, there was so many good shows every year. And I thought it did, but maybe it didn't.
Did not win. It lost to Man of La Mancha in I forgot to write down the date.
And that's one of my favorite shows too. And okay.
Well, I'd like to just I'd like to toot my own horn for 1 second, because I had guessed Bette Midler for Gypsy.
That's the TV version.
I'm realizing she did the movie. There was a movie that she.
Movie.
You're right.
You know.
Yes.
It was made for TV movie. Yes.
Yes, and I think who was it opposite? I forgot who.
What's his name? The one from Animal House. Peter Rieger.
Peter Rieger. Yes, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
yes.
Little House. Oh,
And Crossing Delancey and
Crossing
whatever.
Delancey.
We can go on. Sorry, everybody.
Nice
out
job. Nice pickup there, Bruce. Nice pickup.
Wow, you guys are.
Yeah, Ben said we're old.
So do you want to get to your second song?
Sure. All right. You'll set up. Not that I can't see, but make sure I have the right thing. Okay. Whoops. Let this advertisement go.
Just what it's called and.
Yeah, tell us what you're singing and why.
Okay. Oops. I didn't mean to put that on so fast. Yikes. That's not what I meant to do. Oop. Shoot. Sorry. With being in the quarantine for a long time and just thinking about songs and feelings, both of these songs were really on my mind. I felt like it spoke to me about the feelings of being stuck in the house and just everything everyone was going through emotionally. And in a way, I know now there's so many other things happening, but I feel like whistling could be about what's going on even more recently as well.
And tell us what that's from.
Whistling Away the Dark is from a movie called Darling Lily. I know I'm very old school.
Boy, we really are. This is like the old folks show tonight.
The old folks show, yeah. I'm sure there's some people out there. They might not know that, but everyone knows Julie Andrews and Rock Hudson. And so they were in the movie. But Henry Mancini, Moon River, that guy, and Johnny Mercer wrote it. So may not know this song, but people know.
And you're doing it as a medley with another song.
And with Till Tomorrow from Fiorello, which is Jerry Bach and Sheldon Harnick. Sheldon Harnick, who's still alive, he's 90 something, a Facebook friend. And they both wrote Fiddler. So like I said, if people out there might not know all these names, but they know that something connected to it. So
Great, go for it.
okay. Pardon me. Just want to get this on right here because I've had it and I kept sorry. Make sure it's okay. Pardon me. Alrighty. Often I feel this sad old world is whistling in the dark, just like a child who late from school walks bravely home through the park to keep their spirits soaring and keep the night at bay, neither quite knowing which way they are going. They sing the shadows away. Often I think my poor old heart has given up for good. And then I see a brand new face. I glimpse some new neighborhood. So walk me back home, my darling. Tell me dreams really come true. Whistling, whistling, here in the dark. Twilight descends, everything ends till tomorrow, tomorrow. Since we must part, here is my heart. heart till tomorrow, tomorrow. Clouds drifting by, echo a sigh. Heartache is such sweet sorrow. I'm drifting too, dreaming of you till tomorrow comes. Whoop. Sorry.
That was beautiful.
That was awesome. Yeah. So pretty.
Really pretty.
Thank you.
Just very moving and sweet. Yeah, it's kind of weird, I feel like people are starting to emerge now from
Yeah.
quarantine a little bit. Have you seen that in the city, Bruce, when going into work? I know
I'm very encouraged by the fact that Cuomo is like talking about speeding things up a little bit. There really been a dramatic sort of plummet in the in the number of, I think there's been no new deaths for like two days. There's like no new cases. So like it really seems like things are quieting down big time, and apparently they're going to like accelerate sort of opening up the city. But yeah, it's sort of like I think people are feeling a little better about things, which is kind of nice.
Yes. Hopeful.
Not trying to be doom and gloom, but I'm still like very leery. I mean, I haven't been in the city yet, meeting Manhattan. Still here in Queens, taking my short walks, and I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't want to go on the subway.
No, I'm with you on that. I'm still driving to work. But I am, going into the Upper East Side. Fortunately, not down by Union Square, and where there's throngs of people crowding the streets. Down by the lower Manhattan is tough because a lot of demonstrations and stuff still. But it's kind of like real quiet and peaceful up where we are. But there's definitely people out there. Tons of people waiting in front of Starbucks, for their latte.
Yeah. How long can you go without a Starbucks, right? It's been months.
Yeah. So I'm just curious, now that we're doing a little bit of trivia, something came to my mind. Do we have any thoughts on like the worst musical theater songs ever written?
Ooh.
I've always had two that have been in the forefront of my mind forever.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering if anybody else might might recall a song that might have been written, for a Broadway show that like just doesn't cut it. But if you want to hear mine,
I do.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Here goes. When I was in musical theater, doing musical theater at French Woods, I actually did Fiorello, and there's a song from Fiorello called "Home Again." Okay,
I don't think that's bad.
Really?
Song ever.
Home again.
Well, it's in context of the spirit that says they're coming home. I mean, it's in the story, not as a separate song. It's not.
Well, let me read you the lyrics for this, okay? Home again, home again. What a day. Home again, home again, home again to stay. Home again, home again, home to stay. Home again in the USA. I mean,
Yeah, but
I understand
in the
spirit.
context of the show, things are going on. It's not supposed to be like I think like a song in and of itself. I know,
but it's awful.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the other one.
What's the other one?
Here's the other one, and I don't think you can argue with me on this one, Mindy. Okay, this is from
Oh, you froze up. From what?
From Carousel. And the song is "This Was a Real Nice Clam Bake."
Yeah, that's not that good.
I knew that.
I agree with you on
You
that.
told me that once before.
That is like not that good. But the
I
Rodgers
know
and
this one by
Hammerstein were
heart.
like geniuses, so they could allow a one bad day.
Go ahead, Bruce.
This was a real nice clam bake. We're mighty glad we came. The victuals we ate were good, you bet. The company was the same. Our hearts are warm, our bellies are full, and we are feeling prime. This was a real nice clam bake, and we all had a real good time. Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not really necessary in the story. They already said June is busting out all over, so you got the idea already.
No, they had a sort of like, they thought that was like upbeat,
Yeah.
you know. And then talking about cracking the clams open in the second verse, you know, like I don't know.
Yeah,
I gotta think of my worst ones. Ben, what about
Yeah,
you?
I never really gave it a thought. That's a
It's
good
hard to
point,
think
though.
about worse
Good
ones.
one.
I feel like anything bad I sort of never listened to.
Overrated, yes, there's a lot, but that's different. Overrated is different than bad. It's not.
Well,
the
you know, Ben and I are, I don't know if it's okay for me to say this in the show, but Ben and I are always talking about Steven Schwartz. His shows have like a few good songs, and then there's like some dregs.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true. That's
You know,
true.
I guess I'll
sorry.
miss the man.
You know,
Oh, I like that one.
Uh,
I mean, even there's like some that are
Yeah,
just
just
not
not
good.
good.
His face was so fun. I like that.
Just
one.
not good.
It's not the greatest, but
But
Yeah.
you know, I always
and
feel
I-
these were
a
overrated.
runner-up might be, if you go to In the Heights, Enough. All right.
you know what
It's
that
not
is.
it's not the best song in the show, but it's not terrible.
It's not horrible.
It might
Yeah.
be on my
It's like-
list of worst songs.
Yeah.
They had to
But I
find a
mean-
vehicle for Priscilla Lopez to sing something, so they added that.
Right, I remember you saying
That was not in the off-Broadway production. That was in the Broadway production
Mhm.
only. Na 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 na.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
For Lynn, it's bad, but in general, it's not that bad.
It's not terrible. All right,
Okay.
I'll give you that.
yeah, see, that's like,
You know, but like look at Wicked. I mean, there's a few good songs, but a lot of it is just really not good,
Yeah,
in my opinion. That's me. I know
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
minority.
that's
I
a
know.
hot take.
yeah, I'm being
I
no
know
comment.
I'm not going to be popular after I probably lost all my
Popular.
Well, one thing I will say about Wicked is I have caught a lot of stuff from the Broadway community because the producer of Wicked was my camper at Camp French Woods, and I've known him for years. One of the producers, who's David Stone, who is, you know, quite the producer, quite the huge Broadway producer. He produced the Vagina Monologues. He produced 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. I mean, he's, you know, made a huge living career for himself. And there was a Facebook thing going around like about a year ago where they were asking people to like, you know, comment on various musicals. And the first question was, what's the most overrated musical that you can remember? And I had to say Wicked.
I
You know,
agree 100%.
Yeah,
and then like I know his brother also, so I had dinner with his brother, and his brother told me, you know, oh yeah, my brother David said stop trashing his musicals on Facebook.
You know, the point of this conversation, I think, too, is that many of the things that are huge hits are not necessarily the best shows. Like, look at Sondheim shows;
sure.
they barely last.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's kind of a thread. I mean, not everything's a chorus line that's great, and it also lasted 15 years. It's usually that, you know.
True.
It's hard to be Hamilton.
Well, yeah, that's an extreme
Hard to
example.
be
That's
Hamilton.
like, yeah.
That is true. So Mindy, do you have any songs that are like your not good musical, like your worst musical theater songs that you don't like?
You know, I never really gave this a thought, to tell you the truth.
Well, I have time on my hands.
You'll have to think about it.
yeah,
We'll get
that's a
back
good
to
one.
us.
Okay.
Get back to us. Oh my goodness. So I just want to remind everybody, please donate. Please go to my YouTube channel. If you scroll across the top to where it says about, and you click on that, you will see the link to White Plains Hospital, COVID-19 workers. Any amount you can give, $1, $5, really helps the workers there. And we really appreciate what they're doing. So thank you for anything that you can give.
Yeah. And with that, would you like to get to your final song?
Sure.
We'll get to a couple more trivia we have after.
All right. Just let me get this set before it goes off. Getting the hang of this a little bit. Let's see. Oop, sorry.
Okay. And what is this song that you're going to be singing?
Well, this was kind of like a last minute throw in that was you guys' idea. you know, if this was in any other circumstance, especially years ago, I would never sing this because it's one of those things that were always overdone so much.
The do not sing list.
Yeah, the do not sing list, but it kind of feels like what we decided kind of feels right to have a little optimism. And Candor and Ebb, who I also love, it's one of their most famous.
Okay.
And all right,
I'm sure we'll all know it.
Hit it.
hit it. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down the knitting, the book, and the broom. It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Come taste the wine. Come hear the band. Come blow your horn. Start celebrating. Right this way, your table's waiting. Start by admitting from cradle to tomb. It isn't that long a stay. Life is a cabaret, old chum, and only a cabaret, old chum. And I love the cabaret.
Woo.
All right.
Great grand finale.
Woo-hoo.
Now that song I really like.
Yeah, that's a great song.
That was fantastic. I love, you know what, I had suggested that because I love the way you sing it. And, you know, I just thought it'd be really fun and you did it fantastic.
Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Thank you.
I agree. So Bruce, I
Very
have to go
nice.
back because I just realized my least favorite song in Pippin is Spread a Little Sunshine.
I can go with that one. You
That
know,
was pretty awful.
I think I agree with my sister there, although it's a great character song for Fastrada. So on that hand, she should have a good song. I'm always rationalizing it, but I think I kind of agree.
Yeah.
It's not-
But anyway, all right, back to some
Anyway.
trivia. So some trivia. So
Oh no.
who is the most frequent Sondheim performer? And I'm going to give you a hint. She was conspicuously missing from the 90th birthday.
Hold on. Shoot.
in terms of like Broadway shows, you mean?
Shows, and also like in this list, it also had like certain like Sondheim, like
Donna
concerts
McKechnie?
or Sondheim, like
Donna McKechnie was in Company, and she was also in Follies. It's a guess. It might not be it.
Here's another hint. She
I
was
know
in
some of the
six-
original
she was in
Company
6
members
different
should have been
things.
in it. They're still alive. Like
yeah, 6 different things. That's right, Ben. Thank you.
So what was that, Ben?
The other hint is that she was in 6 different Sondheim things.
4 Broadway shows, and 2 of them were concerts or benefits.
Betty Buckley? No, she was in it. No, was she in it? The 90th birthday shoot? No, she wasn't, right?
It's not her.
Not Betty Buckley or Donna McKechnie. Good guess.
Could it be
right?
Liz Calloway?
No.
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 She's very old.
Okay. I should know this. I'm mad at myself.
Barbara Cook?
She's
No,
dead.
but she has
I can't
5.
be in it.
She has 5. This other person has 6.
No, but she's not
Barbara
alive. So
Cook
she's
is
saying who
within
wasn't in the
5
90th
different
birthday
things.
party. Wait a minute. They have to be alive though.
They keep forgetting the same person.
I know, and it's so funny. We can't give them the hint that we were just.
Well, yeah, we were.
No, wait
Yeah.
a minute. Wait a minute. There's someone from Follies that's still alive.
I'll give you
no?
a big ahead, Ben. Give
Can
me
you
the
give me a
big
little hint?
The
hint.
big hint is that you just forgot about her about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, Angela Lansbury.
Angela
I
Lansbury.
forgot she wasn't in the birthday party thing. And maybe I forgot she wasn't in the.
Angela
Oh.
Lansbury. She would.
Why wasn't she in it? That's
Anyone
great.
can whistle. Gypsy, Sweeney Todd, a little night music, and then there were 2 benefit concerts that she did. So she is the most frequented.
totally.
Actually, she's tied. I'm sorry. She's tied with Merle Louise.
Okay,
Huh.
that's one of the ones they said should have been in it. You know, people like, you know,
That's an
I've
odd
seen
one
the
too.
thing on Facebook. And
That's an obscure one, but Angela
Yeah.
Lansbury, conspicuously missing from the 90th birthday. We both remarked that when we were watching.
Probably because she's just too old at this point to perform.
maybe.
She's been quiet the last few years.
Yeah.
Conspicuously missing.
Great questions, though, you guys.
So
Wow.
my last question, and Bruce, you might know this, but which Jason Robert Brown song is Stephen Sondheim's favorite? It's Stephen Sondheim's favorite Jason Robert Brown song. And it's he talked about that he listens to it on repeat when he goes up to his house in Connecticut. Sondheim does. This particular Jason Robert Brown song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, man, this is probably
And
more
if
of a
you
Bruce
don't, if
question.
you
than-
don't
more of a
know
Bruce
it,
question.
it's not what you would expect.
It's not new.
It's probably not from Parade, which I did see on Broadway, but it's probably from one of those, you know.
Probably from the last 5 years, if I had to
was gonna
guess.
say that, yeah.
One would
You
think.
would think that.
You would think that.
But no.
Not from the last 5 years?
Nope, not from the last 5 years, not from Parade, not from Songs for a New World.
Is it from any Broadway show?
Yes.
Huh. So it's got to be either like Bridges of Madison County or Honeymoon in Vegas. Is it from one of those?
It's one of those.
You're getting
Yeah.
close.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
my goodness. Yeah, you're tough.
And
tonight.
it's the opening number.
The opening number. Huh. It's not I Love Betsy, huh? No, I don't know.
It is.
I Love Betsy?
Yeah.
I love that song.
That's Sondheim's favorite Jason Robert Brown song.
Well, it's
Mindy,
great.
you know what-
It actually is very, very clever.
Yeah, it is.
You know, Joelle sang that for one of the concerts, you know,
Yeah.
for change. And I love that song because, you know, there's some great lines in there, you know, you know, like she loves opera. That's not true, but I love, you know, stuff like that. But I
Yep.
love Betsy. She loves hockey. She, you know,
The lyrics, he must really appreciate it. So Mindy,
Very
you gotta
clever.
listen to that. You gotta listen.
I will.
And Mindy, you had a little Jason Robert Brown anecdote you wanted to share, right?
I remember him from Rose's Turn. He was like all of 22, 23. Rose's Turn, by the way, for people who don't know, was this coolest piano bar on Grove Street that's not open anymore. But and you know, it was like ooh, Jason Robert Brown is here. It was like all kind of like he wasn't famous yet, I don't think, and it was like a really big deal. And he would sit at the piano and do some of his songs, and it was like a thing. It was kind of like, okay, this is going to be the next star in the future. Not so that's pretty much it. I mean, maybe not that complex a story, but I have a remember that really clearly. And sure enough, now he's of course huge big.
It's Jason Robert. All right, maybe that's when he was still Jason Brown.
yeah. Well, I guess that's a little too generic for Broadway. You got to add something in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. This was a very fun show.
Thank you guys for having me.
It was great chatting with you and seeing your beautiful voice. You really sound great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was so
Thank
great.
you.
So great. So fun. Thank you. Loved it. Fantastic.
All right.
Okay, thanks so
Bye.
much, everybody.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.